Let's deal with this bullshit right here. Tired of brothers blaming sisters for being independent and such. If we're the head and the king, then they're the way. They're that way because we made them that way. Okay, so listen. Do you realize you're saying that they don't have any control over their own lives? That any mistakes they make are because we make them as men. They're incapable of failure. You're saying that whether or not the women listen to us or not, their failure is our mistake. If their lives are fucked up, it's on the men. And so I'm so sick of guys like you, man. Like, I got to be honest with you. I'm so sick of you pandering ass dudes that get on here and tell women that they can do no wrong, and no matter how they choose to fuck their lives up, that it's men's fault. I'm so sick of that. If they're single and independent, like you stated before, then that means they can independently choose to fuck their lives up, and that's not because of men. Okay? So you can't make us responsible for their mistakes while simultaneously calling them independent. Do you realize that's logically inconsistent, man? Do you get that? I'm so sick of listening to these panda bears. I'm telling you, you're worse than the women. Guys like you that remove responsibility and accountability and any fault from women from the choices they make for their own lives are worse than the women who refuse to take accountability, because you give them the vestibule. You give them the vestige of being able to hide from what it is that they do and to blame men for it. And that keeps them from being able to grow. You have to know as a person where you're fucking up if you're ever going to improve it. And when you take that away from somebody so that you can make them feel good, or you can get validation, or whatever you're doing, or maybe you actually think this way because you're a guy who doesn't understand accountability because you were raised by nothing but women, because you yourself never received your masculine frame and you don't understand what accountability is. But let me inform you, kind sir. Accountability is when you have an issue and you look at what you did to contribute to the issue in your life, and you take ownership of what you did to fuck your own life up. That's what accountability is. And that is not what our women do. And that is not what you're doing. What you're doing is you're saying that if the women are fucked up, it's because of the men. Instead of saying that the woman has the ability to fuck her own life up independent of what any man tries to do. Leadership, sir, is a relationship of cooperation. The person has to agree to follow if you're going to lead. Okay? And if a person doesn't agree to follow and they have autonomy within themselves, which our women do, then you can't blame the person that's leading. If they want to follow Pookie, that's on them. It's not on us.